Hi, you guys. Thank you for coming today. Other than all of the sirens in the background, we'll be focusing on arms, upper body. It'll just be a quickie class, too. I lost track of time today, and I can't even blame Mudge for it. So, if you've got hand weights, grab them. If you don't, that's also okay. All you have to do is literally just flex, make a fist. You'll be fine. I'm using what I've got today are just 3-pound weights. If you have anything heavier than that, since it's not going to be a lot, like we're only doing, there's not a bunch of sets in this, it's just one thing a piece. You can scale up. Just make sure you're listening to your body. You're not going to hurt shoulders, neck, anything with weight that is too intense for you. So just do the best that you can, and we'll begin right now. So if you've done nothing all day, like literally the first thing you've done all day, go ahead, shake out your arms, shake out your shoulders, and then we're just going to bring it back and down. I'm going to use my mat to come into a child's pose stretch. So just bring it on down. We're going to do the work for arms, upper body, kneeling. So if kneeling is not your thing, all you have to do instead is stand up. Just make sure your knees are soft so you're not locking out those legs, but just giving yourself one moment right here of niceness to hopefully decompress from everything outside of your workout right here, right now. And just let the head drop down, let those arms stretch out, and just find your breath. Just think really nice, big inhale through your nose. And then exhale, let all that tension, let it go, let it go. Go ahead, just do that one more time, so that nice big breath in. And on that nice exhale out, go ahead, sit on up, shake out the arms again, shake out the shoulders, taking the arms wide. Go ahead, reach the arms out wide to your sides. And then exhale, let those arms come down to your side. Shake it out, shake it out. One more time, just like that, opening, expanding the chest, reaching the arms up overhead, hopefully not knocking into anything. Exhale, let it go. And we're going to begin off with a nice extension right out in front of the arms and pulling the elbows back. So again, options if you want this to be harder. I'm going to show you with the front leg in front. So you can take this into a lunge where you've got your front left leg down 90 degrees, right knee is back. So the arm movement itself is going to be an elbow pull back here, row, and then extend. If you want to scale up on this, you can even hover that knee up. So we're going to be here. I'm going to have us do 30 seconds a piece. So I'm starting this right here with that extension front. Elbows pull back, trying to be nice and even, and then drop it down. Again, if you want to stand the entire time for this today, that's fine, but I'm also going to face you guys so you can just get the idea of you're either going from here, where I'm always uneven with one of the arms, so just trying to go nice and controlled, nice and even. So if you're like, ooh, one of the arms on you is also not at the same level, just do what you can and pull back, trying to even out. 10 seconds right here, and then we'll take it and do the other leg in front. So you'll just switch that lead leg in 3, 2, and 1. So go ahead, if you're doing the kneeling version, just bring the opposite foot in front, trying to keep that 90 degrees right, 90 degrees left, elbows pulling back, chest extending as you reach forward those arms. And just, we've only got about 20 seconds left right here, just trying to do the best you can with or without those weights. Lengthen and stretch. You're doing awesome. Just keep breathing. Just keep lengthening. In 10 seconds, trying to get Mudgy in here. In 9 seconds, if you need a little pup motivation for today, you're hanging. In 5, we're going to bring both of the knees back. So if you're standing, just stay standing. But in 3, if you're kneeling with me, bring it back in 2. And 1. Now, we're going to take the elbows into our sides and then open up. Extend out wide. So for this move in particular, I want you to think of stopping right when your shoulders are in the same alignment. Like think elbows and armpits. So you're not going to pull up here. Think about instead you're expanding, opening up, and then as you squeeze the elbows in, tighten in from the core, tighten in from those side lateral muscles, and then just keep doing it. If you want to add on to it, when you come up with those arms, again, just make sure you're even. I know one of my arms is always the lead arm. Lower back down with that extension back. So you're working then also hamstrings and abs. So just thinking, open up, stretch, stretch, stretch. And then as you come back down that seated position, squeeze the elbows in, chest is expanding slightly on that lift up, but don't go overboard with it. Just think pulling in, tightening in from your sides, and then abs are pulling in. You're doing awesome. We've got just about 20 seconds left for this one. Yeah. And then we'll go ahead and switch it up just a little bit more. We're gonna hold it in that kneeling back position where your butt's gonna be on those heels. Arms are gonna extend back for this next one as well. It is a tricep kickback. So in 6, we're gonna come on back to those heels. Hands are gonna extend back behind you. Elbows will pull into your sides. In 3, 2, and 1. So sit back onto your butt, lean forward, pull the elbows into your sides. Now lengthen that tricep extension and then pull back in. This is also in the family, like it's a hammer curl, but we're just leaning forward into it. And for the start of this one, think of tightening, not just tightening everything in, but pulling elbows back. So you're leaning forward, your abs are in, and then lengthening away from that hinge where that elbow is pulling back to get that tricep. And when you do it, you guys just try to also think we're squeezing from the back also, back muscles, shoulders, that deltoid, and then tighten in, tighten in. So if you want to make it a little bit extra, you're welcome to hold those arms back after you, and you can do maybe a little pulse if you want. You don't have to do that. Just take it to where you want. And then keep doing it. So pull in and then lengthen back and away. We've got 30 seconds right here. Then we're going to switch the direction with where the hands are facing. And breaks are always encouraged. So please know if this is getting to be too much, take a second, take a moment, take a breath, shake those arms out. We're going really slow, really controlled in that nice Pilates style of training where we're stretching out and away. Think still, abs are in nice and tight, and you're doing a great job. We've got 6 seconds. Then we're going to change the direction where those hands are facing. So right now, this is where my knuckles are pulling into my sides, elbows are pulling in. In 3, we're going to flip it, so think palms up, knuckles back. In 2 and 1. So we're going now from here to here with it. Now extend for your sexy back. Tighten in. So as we're coming in front with it, it's a bicep curl. And then as you lengthen back, stretch out and away. Hi, buddy. For this one, you can also, like if your knees are starting to bug you, you can stand up. You can also come up off of the knees. That's what I'm going to do, and stick your butt back. So you're in that forward hinge where you're still having to work to support this by tightening your abs. So just this lifted position, literally, like you'll start to feel it. Grip the knees down onto the ground, onto your mat. If you've got a mat, awesome. And then try to think of squeezing the knees together. So not only are we getting the abs pulling in, not only are we getting hopefully those arms to feel it, but you're tightening the knees in towards one another to get a little extra work for the inner thighs. Mudge's favorite. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about, human. But we've got just about 15 more seconds. Oh, it's okay, bud. And then we'll hold our arms back. So you're lengthening out. You're trying to feel the stretch, still back from the elbows, but getting hopefully a deeper burn through, and not the lats, or not the lats, but not the traps. My brain is so, it does not work the right way anymore. 8 seconds. Just keep breathing. 7 seconds. Arms are going to hold back. You can do it. All you have to do is hold the arms back in 3, 2, and 1. Hold those arms back and then feel that stretch, squeeze, tightening from the shoulder blades back. Feel the triceps, trying to keep the abs still pulled in. Hopefully it's burning. Trying maybe to lean a little more forward without rounding in the upper back. You've got 8. In 7, we're going to shake out those arms, stretch them out. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and there's your 1. Good job. Go ahead, take a little break right here. Shake out the arms, shake out the shoulders, and then we'll come back on down. But this time you guys are going to clasp your hands together, so think back behind you. Like interlace those fingertips, extend, feel the shoulder stretch. And if this one's really rough for you, you don't have to actually do like this clasping. You can just literally take the arms back, but we're gonna go into that nice lean forward. So after you've got that, either the hand clasp or arm stretch reaching, just take it down, stretch out, feel the head drop, feel the arms and backs of those shoulders lengthen out, and just do what you can. If you need to modify this one, you can just work on this by literally stretching the arms back and then shaking out, stretch the arms back, whatever you can do, because I know a lot of times we are tight and holding so much stuff up here. So after this last 5, we'll come on up, we'll roll the shoulders down and back in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So bring it back on up, shake it out, shake out the hand, shake out the wrist, and then just literally roll the shoulders out, taking it up to the ears, then back down and around. For 5, just trying to get some of that release up there. 4, and then we're going to come to our tailbones in 3, 2, other way, 1, go ahead, switch that rotation up, pulling down around. So onto the tailbones next, we're going to go for a very nice massage. Open throughout those arms and feeling the chest expand for that tailbone angel. In 3, I'll show you. In 2, hi buddy. And 1, so finish out those shoulder rolls back and down, and then come onto your butt. You're gonna either, if you guys don't want the extra core, you can just do this with your legs crisscrossed over. But if not, just to add a little bit more in for the core before we even incorporate the arms, bring your feet in front. I'm not gonna hurt you, buddy. And then lean yourself back. So you're pulling and tightening your abs just to hold this, maintaining that position without doing anything will help strengthen your core. That being said, now we'll add on to it with the arms, and we're gonna lean back. So still think pulling in from the abs. You're not rounding in the spine. You're not completely all the way upright. We're in that halfway position. So you can focus on opening and expanding those arms with more support, lengthening out to your sides, and then right back in again. And then make sure you're still breathing. Deep inhale through the nose. You're doing awesome. Exhale out through the mouth. If your hips are really tight, you can again modify this one by taking it to that cross-legged position, or you can also stretch the legs out in front of you. If you need to, you can lengthen out. But just trying to do something that's going to benefit you. Again, this is your workout. You're the most important person. Trying to strengthen without getting hurt is also like the number one thing. Where I remember when I first started doing the very first certification, I got the Pilates for all of the classic stuff, like ladder barrel and what was it, the one to chair? I can't even remember, so many years ago. But nobody uses the Cadillac, that huge machine. Anyways, the person in charge, the head trainer who was teaching us, so like the very first question he asked, he was like, what is the most important thing? And we were like, get a good workout, or like, I don't know, just stupid stuff. And he was like, no, it's making sure that nobody gets hurt. He's like, nothing else matters if somebody gets hurt. So since I cannot see you, don't get hurt. Take it easy. And then just keep breathing and take your breaks whenever you want to. We've got still 7 seconds. Keep going. You're almost there, you guys. In 6 and 5, we're going to try to hold the arms out. In 3, 2, and here's your 1. This is where it gets really fun. Extend the arms out wide to your sides. Pull your belly button in, and now drop the hands down. You don't have to tap the ground, and then lift it right back up. So you're stopping at your armpit. You're not pulling up past the top of that shoulder. So just think abs in. Hopefully, if you're in this seated position on your tailbone like I am, your abs are starting to feel it. So just think of pulling up and in. Slightly hinge up forward. Sit up a little higher versus the rounded spine for this one. Much as like I am done. We've got 8 seconds. You're almost there. You got it, you guys. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those weights. Go ahead, stretch your legs out, and then just walk your hands all the way down towards those toes. Try to get a stretch. As you drop your head down, drop the chin down from the back of the neck as well. And this is one we'll work on. We'll keep on working for flexibility, but just taking a nice breath in. Taking that nice breath out. Go ahead, walk it on back up. Now, you guys, we're going to extend the arms up and go for a stretch from the chest. So reach the arms up overhead, stretch, stretch, stretch. Circle the arms back behind you. Fingertips are going to point back, and then open up the chest. Think of like Little Mermaid, or expanding from the shoulders, like all that nice water. I guess it's kind of like you're pushing up, so opening up from the chest, and trying to feel the shoulder blades pull back here. So just breathe. Sometimes this does not feel good if you're really tight in the chest. On the exhale, round, try to drop, shrug the shoulders in. Think of pulling in together, like concave here, like your upper back is rounding in, and then repeat it. Just do that 2 to 3 more times. Opening up, think chin lifts up, neck stretches out, throat like lengthen out, and then drop it back down and in. And then we'll go ahead and finish out. There's just one more today. Just drop it down, and then go ahead from here. We'll take it, sit up nice and tall. So this one is about posture too. It's hard for us to sit like this, sit upright. So stretch the legs out, try to sit up tall, re-grab those hand weights. And then we're gonna extend the arms out in front of us, sit up, and then just trace little circles. So as you're doing these circles are not very large. Just think of like from that reach out and away, tighten from the back part of that shoulder blade, pulling out and around, but you're lengthening out and just getting these little muscles, that rotation in and around. Keep sitting up tall. So if you notice like you're slouching, that's okay. Like there's so much stuff we just have to be kind to ourselves on. So be nice to yourself for trying to sit up tall. One good way, you can also do this like with your back against a wall. 5 seconds and the other way, just to try and help improve, because the hips are tight, the low back is tight. And 2, other way. 1, so just trying to sit up, pull the abs in. You can do it. This is your last, not even, where we at, like 30 seconds for these ones. And then you get to have all of the arms that I had planned for you to do today to be over. Just keep breathing, just keep lengthening. Abs are in tight. Think of your posture sitting up a little bit higher off of those hips. You are done with this one in 10, in 9, last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and there's your one. Yay, you did it. Good job. Go ahead, put those hand weights down if you have it. Shake out the hands, shake out the shoulders, and oh, it's okay, buddy. We'll just finish out right here with a nice inhale to stretch those arms up overhead. Sorry, bud. Shake it out, shake it out. So just reach the arms up, and then exhale. Let all that air, let that tension, let it go. That's it. Thanks for joining for the Arms Focus. I hope you have a nice rest of your day, and I will be back later this week. I'm going to get consistent for you guys for times, days, and classes. All right. Thanks, you guys. Have a good one.